Xbox 360 era was legendary, but not just for the big hitters like Halo, Gears, or Forza. This was a golden age of dozens of creative, risky, weird games that people forgot about while chasing their next big shooter. Today, we're digging up 10 of the best forgotten Xbox 360 classics. Dust off your old console, grab that squeaky controller, and let's get nostalgic. Enough at number 10, Dark Void. Okay, hear me out. Imagine Uncharted, but with a rocket pack. Dark Void was Capcom trying something really ambitious. You had vertical cover shooting, dogfights in the air, and that awesome Rocketeer vibe. It wasn't perfect, sure. The story was goofy, and the animations were janky, but it was fun. Flying through canyons and blasting UFOs felt like a pulpy sci-fi matinee. Sadly, it bombed commercially, and no one talks about it now. But I think it's time to give Dark Void the respect it deserves as one of the 360's weirdest, coolest, forgotten gems. Coming in at number 9, Prototype. Before open-world superheroes became a thing, Prototype threw you into a viral nightmare in New York City. You're Alex Mercer, a man with monstrous shape-shifting powers, carrying through the city with brutal moves and chaos on tap. The gameplay? Raw, fast, and devastating. The story? Dark, mysterious, and full of twisted secrets. You can run, climb, and smash anything in your path, transforming your body into weapons of mass destruction. Prototype isn't just a game. It's a wild adrenaline rush wrapped in a biohazard suit. If you like your action with a side of mutation madness, this one's for you.
Number 8, Vanquish. If you never heard of this one, think Bayonetta with guns in a rocket-powered knee slide. Platinum Games went wild with this one. It's one of the fastest, most over-the-top shooters of its era. You're sliding around in bullet time, dodging missiles, punching robots in the face. It's the kind of pure arcade action that just doesn't exist anymore. Sadly, it got buried under brown cover shooters in the 360 era. If you missed it, fix that.
A little warmer reception than I was hoping for.
Sam, back up! You're moving too far forward.
Don't worry.
Number 7, Shadow Complex. When people say Metroidvania, they think Castlevania or Hollow Knight. But this was the Xbox 360's killer entry in the genre. A giant, interconnected underground base, tons of upgrades, tight, responsive combat, and a great sense of exploration. It was a huge Xbox Live arcade hit, but it still feels like it's underappreciated. If you love Metroidvanias, Shadow Complex is a must-play. Coming in at number 6, Deadpool. Before Marvel got all serious and gritty, we had this wisecracking, fourth-wall-breaking anti-hero who made R-rated superhero movies actually worth watching. You play Wade Wilson, a merc with a mouth, armed with swords, guns, and enough sarcasm to fill a stadium. The action? Over the top and non-stop. The jokes? Sometimes crude, always hilarious. In the style, Deadpool owns it, mixing comic book chaos with irreverent humor. It blew up the superhero formula and showed you could be weird, wild, and weirdly charming all at once. Whether you're a fan of the comics or just love a good laugh with your explosions, Deadpool delivers a ridiculously fun ride.
How much C4 is this gonna take? It's no more than 20 ounces.
What? Oh, I hate the metric system. How much in American?
Let's see, carry the 7...
Dude, fuck math. Just use all of it. Oh, yeah! That was awesome!
Told you, 20 ounces. That was pretty sweet, though.
How's that for impenetrable, asshole?
Careful, we still need him alive.
Exactly how alive are we talking?
You're insane!
Not as insane as you think.
Coming in at number 5, Alan Wake. Before Remedy gave us Control's weird brutalist government buildings in its sequel, Alan Wake 2, they did this, a Stephen King-inspired thriller set in a creepy Pacific Northwest town. You play a novelist fighting living darkness with a flashlight. The atmosphere? Top tier. The episodic TV-style pacing? Ahead of its time. And the scares? Subtle, but effective. It got a second life with the remaster, but for years, Alan Wake was criminally forgotten. And honestly, it deserves way more love for being one of the most unique Xbox 360 experiences.
Mr. Wake, it's me. Play steward, remember? Quickly, get me some. Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! 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 I was trapped. There was no...
Number 4, Deadly Premonition. The most divisive, bizarre, unforgettable cult classic on Xbox 360. Imagine Twin Peaks with janky controls and budget horror vibes. It's charming, weird, often terrible, but completely compelling. You chase the rain-cold killer, make coffee predictions, and talk to yourself in the car for miles. It's so bad it's amazing, and there's really nothing else like it. Don't sleep with this insane masterpiece.
Were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978. Produced, directed, written, and edited by John DeBello.
Number 3, Condemned Criminal Origins. Before horror games went full action, Condemned kept it gritty, grounded, and terrifyingly real. You're an investigator hunting a serial killer in the filthiest corners of the city. But the real horror? The deranged addicts waiting in the shadows. Combat? Up close and personal, with pipes, axes, anything you can grab. Atmosphere? Oppressive, dark, claustrophobic. It's a masterclass in tension and sound design. And even today, it's one of the scariest games you can play on the Xbox 360. And number 2, Crackdown. Before superhero games really nailed verticality, Crackdown lets you become a genetically enhanced super cop in an open world city. You start off tough, but end up leaping skyscrapers and throwing cars like they're toys. The city? You're a playground, packed with gangs to take down and orbs to collect. It's the perfect mix of sandbox chaos and power fantasy. And honestly, there was nothing else like it at the time. And finally, at number 1, Enslaved: Odyssey to the West. When people talk about cinematic action games, they forget this absolute gem. Set in a lush, post-apocalyptic America, reclaimed by nature, Enslaved follows Monkey and Trip, two unlikely allies, chained together on a dangerous journey. The story, surprisingly heartfelt, with strong performances and a real bond between characters. The world, gorgeous, overgrown cities, ruined machines, and killer mechs. And the gameplay, a mix of platforming, combat, and puzzles that keeps you hooked. It's one of the 360's most beautiful, underrated adventures, and it deserves way more love. That's our list of forgotten Xbox 360 classics that deserve way more love. Which one did you play back in the day? Or did we miss your favorite? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what hidden gems you think still hold up. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss more deep dives into gaming history. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one. Peace.